everyone, Pushing Up Roses here and welcome back to my channel. Today I have something a little bit different for you guys. I have a sketchbook tour, and I used to do these more personal style vlogs more frequently a few years ago. In fact, I have another video where I laugh and reflect on some of my old drawings and my old artwork here on this channel, and I will link that. There should be a card popping up so you guys can maybe compare that one to this one. But lately I've been feeling very inspired to actually finish a sketchbook, which is not common for me at all. A lot of my sketchbooks are definitely unfinished. And for those of you who don't know, I am actually a painter as well. I'm a full-time abstract artist. I do have an art channel and I will link that in the description below. But I've also wanted to kind of expand on my drawing skills, and I've been extremely inspired by the art community these days. In particular, there is a YouTube artist named Mira Byler that I have been watching, and she's been really helping me to fill in my sketchbooks and use techniques that are very stress reducing, anxiety reducing, and it's been really helpful for me. And I've kind of come to the conclusion that I can draw whatever the fuck I want. And once I had that in my mind, it was very, very liberating. So I want to, again, thank Mira Byler. I will also have a link to her channel in the description, and you will see her influence throughout the sketchbook I'm about to show. So I may also post this video on my art channel. You will know sooner than I will at this point if I do that, but I will be posting it there, so it's gonna be here, it's gonna be there, it's gonna be everywhere. Per art, for everyone, all the time. Okay, so let's just jump right into the sketchbook. So this here is a very Pushing Up Roses type of a drawing. This is normally how I would sketch out my concept work for paintings. This just never turned into a painting. But the real interesting part is the burger recipe that's in the corner. And I wanted a small burger with mayo, lettuce, tomato, onion, ketchup, and cheese, maybe. And I don't know why I put that question mark there, because you know I want some cheese. I don't even know why I'm questioning that, but I really like working with patterns and shapes and textures because I'm not really good at drawing backgrounds. I'm very good at drawing floating heads, however, and I've really wanted to practice this angle, so I have her nose kind of pointed upward, and I never finished it because who finishes anything these days? Nobody finishes anything. That's not the jam. Guys, this is the most messed up cat I've ever seen in my life. I don't like it. I don't want to see it ever again. What is wrong with this cat?
That's a weird looking fucking cat.
This is also very quintessential Pushing Up Roses style. I like doing a lot of pen and ink and very chaotic looking patterns all around. I don't know why she's crying from her pupils. I like to put in very jarring visuals into my art, but especially my faces, because drawing faces is the way I express myself. It's the way I feel inside. I'm like so goth, I'm pooping bats, you know, it's kind of like that. And I drew her a long time ago, and then I suddenly got the inspiration to go ahead and ink her up, and this is actually a combination of alcohol ink that I just drizzled and acrylic paint, like an acrylic paint pen, I think a Posca pen, and then the rest is just alcohol ink. I'm gonna be honest, this got real scary for a while. This ink, the alcohol ink is very difficult to control, you guys. It was not looking good. It was not looking pretty. It was a hot mess. I fixed it, I think, and then I just did little splatters. I like taking the end of my brush and just like splattering it on there like this. Is this motion helping? Is this helping anyone? This is definitely a stream of conscious type of just a sketch. It's a lot of nothing, but when I like to practice and warm up, I like to draw a lot of circles because it helps your muscle memory, and the more you draw circles or any kind of shape that you dedicate yourself to, you're gonna get better at it. And I was just feeling eyeball-y, and I don't know, that's kind of messed up, right? And what is that? What is that? I don't even know. I was probably actually capturing footage or something for a video on the Per channel, so could have been X-Files or it could have been X-Files. Oh my god, the last two videos I did were on X-Files. I really gotta mix it up. I don't know what that says. It says but bad or but or gut pod or gut pad. Don't know what that is. And then there's some random numbers. So I'm pretty sure this was stream of conscious, trying to focus on working, but also needed extra stimulus. This is a drawing I did during a therapy session, just the drawing in here. And these are some notes I took while talking in therapy. This is a book called Unbearable Weight, another book called Women Who Run with the Wolves, and What is Self-Love? Baby Don't Hurt Me, Baby Don't Hurt Me. And I was just having a bad day. I was feeling sad, and it definitely comes out in my emotions. These are just two little notes from the Are You Afraid of the Dark video, which I'll also link somewhere, maybe, if I remember, who knows. I was gonna mention John Wayne Gacy because it was about clowns, but then I decided it was actually too heinous to mention such an awful person, awful evil person as John Wayne Gacy in a video about a children's show, so I vetoed that. And the ambiguity of the carnival worker. Is he Zebo? I'm asking the hard question. So if you wanted to know how I do notes for my videos, I actually do them in a notebook or a sketchbook. I find writing the physical notes out helps me to remember a lot of stuff. These are my X-Files notes for anyone interested. Like I said, I do take my notes physically, and it really helps me to remember. And when I'm writing the script, I cross everything out. And then here's more notes here. Let's see what we got. Didn't get to see sex. Most important note of the whole thing. Just a quick doodle. This again is alcohol ink, and what I've learned about alcohol ink is it doesn't really work on non-waterproof paper because it just kind of absorbs right away. So I really wanted more drippy things. I wanted it to be more fluid, but of course this is not waterproof paper. I actually have a set of waterproof paper that is specifically for alcohol inks and alcohol ink paintings, but I'm very attracted to red, white, and black. I love those colors together. You guys know I do. And I like moths, and I like blank eyes. That's something I really need to work on because I draw a lot of blank eyes. This is just a little doodle. I did this while I was watching Netflix. I'm a big fan of stripes and stripy snacks and kind of Tim Burton-y aesthetics. I'm a big fan of red and black, of course, and white, as I just said in the last thingy that I just showed you guys. But this was just for therapeutic purposes. It looks okay. It looks pretty eye-catching, I think, but this was just for therapy purposes. And I like the Cheshire Cat lines. And this was done with, what was this done with? Some of it was Posca pen, which I'm working with for the first time ever. I really like the Posca pens. They're literally paint markers, and you can like paint by drawing with a marker. It's so cool. The rest are just Prismacolor markers, and nothing special, no shading, just patterns, stripes, and wavy tentacles, which is another one of my favorite things. This is when I really started working with the Posca pens. I wanted to draw like a Seussical looking tree. So I did, and it was just layered. These are just layered circles, and it's all, I just wanted to test the opacity of the Posca pen, and it turns out it's great. Yes, I love it. Everything is very opaque, which I want. I didn't really want any transparency, so it looks really dense, and this is cool, like Tim Burton meets Dr. Seuss strange tree. And then we have a mushroom house, and there's David the gnome. Isn't that cute? He had a cat. Do you see that little outline? I erased it. Oh, the poor cat. I don't know why I erased it. Probably because I had to make it so tiny that it just kind of looked like a splotch, so I got rid of him. But this is David. He's saying hi, and this is his beautiful real estate. It's worth a lot, you know. This is a really good location right next to the tree. It's really, really beautiful. Look at these windows. Look at that siding. So this is when I started watching Mira, which whom I mentioned at the beginning of the video. She does these cute little folk art paintings, and I don't. Like, I don't do anything cute. A lot of my artwork is more on the macabre side because that's just how I feel. It's how I express myself. And I wanted to prove to myself that I could do cute paintings too. Damn it, I can do cute paintings. So I took my Posca pens and I took inspiration from one of her little folk art pieces from her sketchbook, and this is what I came up with. It's okay. I'm proud of myself for drawing something cute. It was harder than I thought. I'm not used to drawing symmetry, so getting all of these branches correct and like the acorns and stuff like that, I'm not used to that. So this looked daunting to me, and I know it doesn't seem daunting. It just looks like a very kind of simplistic, but also, you know, detailed, because you have all of these little things in there. It was hard. It was hard. Definitely not a master of the folk art, but I did like how this one turned out. Oh my, once again, I'm trying to prove that I can draw cute stuff. So I drew a cup and it's alive! Also, there's a demon here. I don't know why I can't stick to the cute stuff. I always have to add like a demonic little touch, but they're friends. It's cool. I wanted to get better at drawing likenesses, and since drawing faces is one of my favorite things, I love drawing eyes and noses and faces. This is a portrait of Maggie Mayfish. She is a YouTuber, and she is a friend of mine as well. She is an amazing person, and she's gorgeous, just gorgeous. And I was flipping through Instagram, and I saw she uploaded a photo, and I actually tried to draw this from memory. So I looked at the photo for a little while, and I really wanted to try to draw it from memory. I don't know why I did that backwards. I should have used reference first and then drew it from memory. But this is what I did. This is where we are. I think I did an okay job. The likeness is definitely there, and I know she also liked the drawing. Love the eyes. I think I could have done a little bit better on the nose, and you can kind of tell where I quote erased with white Posca pen. But you know, this is a sketchbook. This is whatever you want. Remember what Bob Ross said. There are no mistakes. I was gonna say there's no accidents. What did he say again? Fuck. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. Right, that is what he said. So I wanted to do more folk art because I wanted to get used to drawing symmetry again. And use different colors and a different animal. So I picked a badger, and it's so cute. I love badgers. They're so adorable. Look at his little whiskers. I can't even with this. I love badgers. I don't think this is as cute or as stylized as the deer that I drew earlier, but he's pretty cute, and he has really good taste in fashion. I like the scarf, and I like the fuzzy black sweater, and I wanted to use red, black, and white, so that was my excuse. Draw a cute little badger, and then I could use black and white and make the background red, and then we have a happy pushing up roses. I was having a bad day, you guys. I was just having a bad time, and I felt like a wilting flower or a wilting pot with this just expression, this sad, blank, vacuous expression. And so I drew the plant first, and then I'm like, wow, that's really depressing. So I drew a little support watering can, because the can's gonna water him, and then he's going to feel better and hopefully less wilty. Now the point is kind of lost, because these plants are definitely not wilting. They are really healthy plants. But the idea is there. Also, I drew something on accident on the other side of this page with a Prismacolor marker, and it bled through. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it was all over. So I took some white acrylic paint and just tried to make it better. And it is, trust me, it looked like a mess. This is what I drew on the other side of the support plant. Ooh, it's like, I can't get it down. It's like kind of, sorry about that. This is Dominic Noble, another YouTuber. You know, all my friends are pretty much other YouTubers, so I started with Maggie Mayfish, and then I did Dominic Noble, and I did use a reference for this one. I'd used a reference for the sketch, and then when I was done with the pencil sketch, I went ahead and inked it and did some Posca marker for the hair. The only thing I don't like about this one is really the hair. It looks a little flat, and I think these shine lines are a little too thin. But again, this is a sketchbook. You're supposed to make a couple mistakes. I know Dom really liked it, and Maggie really liked her, so that is what counts. But this is all Prismacolor marker, just for a little added pop of background, and that's what bled through and ruined my poor, already depressed potted plant. You know, when it rains, it pours. You know, I wanted to draw a cat. This is a really interesting drawing. I wanted to practice hair, but unfortunately I think I spent more time on the face than the actual hair. Like, the hair looks fine. If I were to color or paint that, this is a good foundation, a good start to the wavy haired look. But I was way more interested in the face, and something I do a lot with eyes is I either leave them blank or I disregard the eyebrows because it gives it that very eerie, this eerie beauty. I think it's beautiful. Like, I think when done right, like, the lack of eyebrows is really kind of ethereal and beautiful and kind of ghostly, and that's what I was going for. But when I first started drawing this, I also had the eyes blank, and I couldn't just do another blanked out eyes. I do that all the time, so I put overcompensated really by putting in 3 irises in each eye. So I decided not to go blank, but in fact put even more in there. And I like it as a concept. Again, this is just a sketch, but as I think I could probably paint this and it would turn out good. And I'm especially in love with the nose and lips in this one. I really like shading and drawing noses. It's really fun. This was just a late night sketch. I wanted to keep practicing hair. I think I again pulled up a Mira Byler tutorial on hair just as a refresher, because I can draw hair, but when it's been a long time, I gotta go back and kind of retrain my muscle memory and try again. So I just did this with a green marker, nothing else, no pencil. I just wanted to be very gestural and not erase anything. For those who don't know, I have BDD and OCD. And the OCD affects my artwork in a very particular way, meaning when I'm using a pencil, even if I'm getting the line right, I will erase it and then draw it again. It's this very obsessive compulsive behavior that I have. So for this one, I decided to first bring up the tutorial to help me, and then just use one green marker so I can't erase anything I lay down. It's gonna be there. And then she didn't have a face and I felt kind of bad. So I gave her a face, and she looks like she has an attitude, doesn't she? She's like looking at something like, yeah, okay. Yeah, whatever. And for these just little white parts, it's just a Jelly Roll pen just for some added dimension. This is washi tape, by the way. This was actually in a different sketchbook, and I wanted it in this one because, well, it wasn't in a sketchbook at all. As you can see, it was from my notebook that I write all of my video notes in. I just didn't want it there, so I just taped it right in here. This later turned into another concept that I put in a newer sketchbook for a painting called She of the Galaxy, and it was a, I don't know if I'll show that one here or not, or in another video, but she's in front of space and then the moon, and then herself, she would also be spacey colors with stars everywhere, but this was just the concept sketch for it. It's really, really simple, and yeah, I love drawing profiles, and I really love drawing bald women, which I swear is not a cop-out for not drawing hair. I just showed y'all that I can draw hair, so don't come yelling at me. I just think bald women are very beautiful. Yep, it's an eye. This is the last thing I'm showing from this sketchbook. This is not a big sketchbook at all. It was only about 24 pages, and some of them I used for notes and stuff like that, so even though I used double sides, I didn't really fill the whole thing. But this is the final thing I put in there. I wanted to have this creepy, beautiful, kind of stylized looking woman, maybe from the 20s with a little bob type of hairstyle. And I need practice on hands. Desperately need practice on hands. She doesn't have any more body. She's just floating there, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why I didn't finish this. I instead decided to draw a triangle as kind of like a framing device, and then I drew more triangles, and then I kind of abandoned this concept. I could turn it into a painting or something a little more detailed, but I don't know. I'm unsure of these. Maybe it should have just been one triangle. It has stripes on it, because yes, stripes. But I kind of abandoned this idea. I might return to it, because looking at it right now, kind of digging it, so I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. And that is the end of this sketchbook. I apologize for it being a little short. Like I said, it's not a very large sketchbook. There were only maybe 24 pages, and I filled most of them, but not all of them, and I really enjoyed showing you my art. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked listening to me about this and some of my process and some of my thoughts. Please do let me know if you want to see more sketchbook tours. Also let me know. I will have a link to my art channel in the description, or maybe even right here on the screen. I'm not sure where I'm putting that yet. And I'll have links to people I mentioned in the description as well. This video might also go up on the art channel. You will know sooner than I at this point, since I am recording it right now. So it might be on the art channel, it might not. I am going to link it anyway. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you have questions, feel free to ask. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!